Qatar Then and Now is the second book edited by Carol Henderson and Mohenna Reja Kumar, documenting voices in Qatar. This is Mohenna walking to the Souk Waqif Art Center. The writing of this Qatar University student has appeared in both books.
My name is Ghana Al-Kasti. The first time that I wrote, you're more focused about yourself and what you are writing, but also this second time you're also focused on the reader and what he would like to know.
This time, she will be in the audience listening to her fellow writers. Both nervous and relaxed, Mohenna encourages them, and the event begins.
It's an cumulative effort from the writers, the organizers, and the sponsors. I would like to thank everybody for making this happen.
Mohenna explains the significance of their work.
These writers are not talking about small issues. They're talking about social issues, marriage, nostalgically looking at the past and the things that have been lost and let's move forward. Therefore, I do sincerely thank each and every one of them for submitting to the anthology.
My name is Muhammad Al-Fadl. I am a recent graduate of Qatar University. I got a Bachelor's of Law in July 2008. Just for the last decade is staggering. So staggering indeed that the word graphic doesn't seem to do it justice anymore.
They read their reflection on the change in Qatar in both English and Arabic.
The neighborhood was made up of the same tribes, and each house had an extended family living in it. The houses stood next to each other, and their doors were always open. It was safe. Today, the same area is made up of buildings and houses. The residents barely know each other. The buildings have become taller, the houses bigger, but our hearts become smaller.
It's a chance to see the change through their eyes and their voices. This night provides a small window for us to listen, but not just to Qataris, but other residents of Qatar as well.
My name is Afaf Osman, and I'm a first-year pre-medical student at Royal Cornell Medical College in Qatar. My article is mainly about the change I witnessed coming from an Arabic school and going to an American college. Reading English poetry felt as weird as talking English all day long, but very soon I surprised myself by responding to it passionately. It was like discovering a garden, mysterious, happy, and blooming with flowers, has led me to hidden places inside myself that I've never explored before. My first poem also led to my second poem and my third, and I began to write English poetry whenever I have found the time to sit at my desk at night. And I have finally learned to embrace the dual culturalism that characterizes my life now. My Arabic poems and my English poems fit nicely together on a shelf on the right-hand side of my desk.
People there were very kind and generous. Although they were very poor and did not have enough food for their daily meals, any guest who visited them would have the hospitality that he would never forget.
The essay that I wrote today tackles gender discrimination issues. I never understood why girls were considered as a burden and were always rushed into marrying young.
She compares her life to her grandmother's, with a voice transcending the veils of society. She declares that in the beginning and in the end, they are women.
So thank you all of you for first being brave enough to write and then second being brave enough to read.
My name is Yusra Samir. I'm studying at Qatar University. How I found out about this project basically was through an email from Dr. Mohenna herself, and I sort of knew her from before from having gone an exchange program with her to Peace College in North Carolina. My experience at Peace College in North Carolina was amazing. It totally changed my perception about America. I fell in love with the place. In terms of the writing project, Dr. Mohenna held some writing workshops at Qatar University for the female students. We sat down with Dr. Mohenna and also Miss Caroline, who's the other co-editor, and they taught us how to brainstorm and basically just write down a simple piece of prose from our head, which expressed our thoughts and feelings straight off. I wrote a piece on weddings in modern-day Qatar. So I compared today's weddings, which are usually really extravagant, over the top, waste a lot of money, to weddings in the past, perhaps in the time of present-day Qatari women's grandmothers. I'm really impressed by the finished book. I was also surprised to find it both translated in English and Arabic in the same book. But it's really good because that means the wider audience will be able to read the finished book. Because if it was just in English, then only English speakers would have been able to read it. This way, more people will be able to read the book.
My name is Mariam Soubair. The topic was about gender discrimination in our conservative society, which is something I would say not only unique to Qatar but the whole world. But because I'm Qatari, therefore I'm talking about the Qatari society. I discovered that in some aspects, despite the change that happened in Qatar, some things remain the same. For example, how women are looked at profoundly in the society, things that are considered taboo for women. There is no reason that I can't do something just because I'm a woman, while there is no reason in religion or normal human sense that I should not do this thing. Luckily, my family is very open-minded, and I got to travel abroad and work and go out and just pursue whatever I'm interested in. But also at the same time, they care about what others say, so they would like me to watch out my behavior and make sure that I don't break social rules, because at the end it's a tribal society and reputation and family name is the most important thing. Sometimes I feel isolated. A lot of people don't agree with what I write about. Some do agree, but they say it's a taboo and you should not talk about this thing because it's a very sensitive issue in the society, and not everybody accept change or accept different point of views. But I believe if we want things to change, then we have to start the changing process.
About the women, but I know for the people who are living here, they have to add something to the place they live in to feel they belong. We might not be the same nationality as the nationals, but I've been here for like 19 years, and there's a sense that I belong here, so I have to add to this country the same that it's adding to me.
As more people belong to Qatar, the significance of projects like Qatar then and now both preserve the way it was and embolden the spirit of discovery.
And thank you all very much for supporting writing and reading, because without readers, we really wouldn't be writers, would we, in Doha. Thank you.